What the? I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Damn! I know you lying. I guarantee you won't see this coming. Welcome to You Can't Make This Shit Up with DaGuru and Double D.
Happy Wednesday, you guys. You know what day it is, right? So welcome to another episode, a steaming of You Can't Make This Shit Up with me and the Queen, Double D, in the building this evening. So if you are in here, no matter where you're listening to us at, no matter where you're watching us at, we appreciate you around here. Now, if you're watching us on Roku, what up? We really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Lisa makes me sick.
I have got to a comment. Hey, what's going on? Give me another 25. Well, we don't have a guess who today, so yeah. I'm glad you got that. I hope you appreciate it and spend it in good health. I really appreciate it. All right, so we got a lot of things to talk about tonight. We're going to get into a little bit of the Rittenhouse updates. We're going to get into a little bit of the Arbery. We're going to talk about the baby. I got a lot of things to say about the baby, but we're going to get into that later. Yeah, she took her pearls off, Miss McCready. Where your pearls at, Double D?
I'm sorry. And look, I would get up and get them, but I don't have any pants on. So I think I better stay seated.
Please. You don't want to, you know.
Look, Terry's married. I can't be getting up, exposing my derriere. You know what I'm saying?
We cannot be doing it, but I'm so glad everybody's here. I hope you stay tuned, stay strapped in. We always have some jokes and laughs, and we talk about some really stuff over here. So first of all, let me shout out Ben. I can't pronounce his last name because I will butcher the crap out of it, so I won't do it. But Ben over at BS3 TV, thank you, sir, for the opportunity to be on this episode. Me be on this network. Shout out to E Digger over there at the WLEO. Speaking of that. I forget it every time, I swear to God. He's going to get on me. Let's see, like, I'm not going to let me record. Oh, that sucks. Oh, there it goes. All right. So we are now live on WLEO 26.7 on the internet radio dial. So if you are listening to me audio and you are on the move and want to catch us, you can download the WLEO app on your Android device or your Apple device, no matter how you want to do that. All right. So shout out to that. Also, a really shameless plug. She got Dietrich to get her pearl. Look at that. He a good husband. All right. So also I want to advertise this right here real quick. A shameless plug. DoubleDeemuva.tiktok.store. If you want to get any of our t-shirts, any of that, you can go and see her right there at her TikTok store. All right. So now before we get into anything, I want to do something that I've always wanted to do. And Double D has her play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? Her segment at the end of the show, and she has a good one tonight, so you want to stick around for that. But I want to do the fuck around and find out award. Okay. And so if you guys have been watching the news and all of that, this young man gets the fuck around and find out award right off the top because he's is an absolute. Let me show you this guy right here. He gets the fuck around and find out award. This dude, the QAnon shaman, 3.5 years in prison for his role in the insurrection.
Absolutely, and Jake Chansley definitely deserves those 3.5 years. And some people are saying that he actually needs more. And I declare, honey, what a disgrace. I was just wondering, this is my only question to Jake Chansley. Did he ask for less time? Because he admitted that he actually stopped people from stealing muffins on the day of the Capitol attack. So I'm wondering, did he ask for reduced time based on that, since he was trying to get out of jail on every damn thing else?
Isn't it the same dude that wanted organic food?
Yes, and it's a complete shit show, honey. Y'all want me to put these pearls on, but I'm having trouble. But it's a complete shit show, this guy. I mean, he tried to get out of jail so many times I can't even count over shameless bullcrap. I mean, it's just completely a disgrace. So Jake Chansley definitely he played himself, and he definitely fucked around and found out. He wore that outfit, thought he was doing something, and that's the exact reason why he had to this is the exact reason why he's doing that much time in prison, because he wore that stupid outfit and they basically want to make an example out of him. You know, he's the face of the insurrection basically. So that's his own fault.
Yeah. I would lay that up there. All right. So yeah, he gets to fuck around and find out the word. He is absolutely 3.5 years. I think that's the longest sentence of any of the insurrectionists, right? So far. Okay. All right. Maggie said you're her favorite person on TikTok. Mother.
Sweetheart, that is so doggone sweet. I really appreciate all of y'all that come and support me from TikTok. And I'm telling you, I am not feeling well. So I appreciate y'all for coming on over, because I just don't feel well, but I am glad to be here with you all tonight. I appreciate all of your support for Terry and I. And y'all please go and support Terry on TikTok. He is the Knucklehead Chronicles. Go and support him and support his podcast. He puts out some great content. He's always giving me flowers, but it's my opportunity to give him some flowers here, because Terry and I actually met. He was the first one to ever ask to interview me, and we had such a good rapport that I basically suckered him into doing something together, and it's kind of snowballed, and now we're in it to win it forever. I believe that's my brother over there. So y'all support him just as much as you guys support me, because he's a great person.
Absolutely.
He has a beautiful family, a beautiful wife, and some beautiful kids. I love Melissa. She's so sweet.
I appreciate you for that. All right. So this is what we're going to do now. Since we've passed out flowers, before we get into the meat of the podcast today, the meat of the episode, I want to give my shout out and my flowers over to DaGuru&Doubledeemuva. Listen, if you guys don't follow her on TikTok or Instagram or whatever platform, what's wrong with you? What's going on? I don't know. I don't understand it. This woman, first of all, has hit 100 million views. 100 million views. Do you know how many views that is? That's 100 million views. That's 100 million views. I'm not sure. Come on now. Where is the love for that? I'm 100 million views. Come on, y'all. Y'all better put it together in these comments, man. Y'all better throw some hearts or something up there. 100 million.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it this morning. I have my hashtag Hey Players. Nobody else uses it, so those are my views. Right. And I check it sometimes because I like to look at some of my old TikToks and stuff. And I clicked on it this morning, and when you click on it, it actually has the little how many views it has on it, and it said 100 million. And then I said, "Wow!" You know, although my numbers on TikTok my followers don't quite add up, but at the end of the day, they still viewed my ass 100 million times, and I can appreciate it.
Man, quit playing. That is so awesome. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you, and I love you too. This is absolutely great. Ben said congrats and all that. All right.
Thank you, Mr. CEO. I appreciate that.
Mr. CEO. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's do the Kyle Rittenhouse update. What's going on with that? You've been on.
Oh, child. I was like a chicken with his head cut off today trying to keep up, because when I tell you, it has been a shit show of a day trying to follow both of these trials. So I was kind of scurrying in between the two, but I had to leave old Rittenhouse alone today and kind of focus on the murder of Ahmaud Arbery's trial. But I will tell you what I found out. So the judge gets a question from the jurors. This is what calls them in today, because, you know, the jury is in what I would call the second day of full day of deliberations, which in legal terms, that's not considered a good thing that the jury is actually deliberating this long, because it signals that they're actually looking through the evidence. It signals that they, you know, that they're possibly taking this situation seriously. So when we see a jury that deliberates for more than one day, it's typically they're leaning toward the other direction. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I'm just saying that's what we look at in the legal profession. We always like to see them, you know, stay out for more than a day. Like when who was the last one? The murder of George Floyd. Remember that came back literally the first day of deliberations. We were waiting for it. So today they come back with a question, and it actually was two questions, and those questions were, they were asking, can they have access to the videos that were played during the trial? And if they can have access to those videos, do they have to present an exhibit number? Because they have this laundry list of all this evidence. They can actually look at things, and they want to know if they can have access to the videos. So the judge actually answers that question. He lets them know that they can have access. And I want Terry to play what the judge actually had to say. Play the second one, Cherry, because I done skipped over something.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
For now, I will answer, do we view the videos in private or in the courtroom? And the answer will be in the courtroom. Do you need to know the exact exhibit number or video or photo? Well, there's two options. One is we can just, you can have all of them. Anyone gasping? You can have all of them, whatever you want. You can pick and choose, and you can, or you can describe generally what you want.
Yeah, I think the exact exhibit number would be helpful, but if they can give us just a title or a description, we can also figure it out. I agree.
All right, so what I'm going to write, you've got copies, so what I'm going to write on here is in courtroom. I better write pen. General description. General description of what you would like. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay. I was signaling to you to cut the video. So he basically answers that they can have access to the video. Okay, they can have access to the video, but I'm gonna scurry on back for a second, because before he does this, Judge Schroeder goes into an unhinged rant about the media. Okay. And you guys, it was so disgusting, this man. Now he started this off actually before jury selection, talking about how the media has been so egregiously covering this covering what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This is before the trial even started. So he came in with a preconceived notion about the media. So he goes on this unhinged rant about how the media has been treating him, how they've been putting out misinformation, and he wants to explain a specific part that happened that the media has been talking about over the past couple of days. And this is something that Judge Schroeder does on his own. And one of the things that he does is he allows, so a jury is composed, they usually have juries, and then they have the alternates, but the alternates actually sit through the whole trial. So even though they may have only 12 jurors, they may have total of 20, because they have the alternates that will step in if anything goes awry. They may have to dismiss, or somebody may get sick or anything like that. So the alternates actually sit through the whole entire trial, so they are prepared to step in if they need to. So on the last day, the judge is supposed to pick the alternates or whatever. He's supposed to pick these jurors or whatever. So he allows Kyle Rittenhouse to actually pick his own jurors. He actually puts the names in a drum of some sort. And this wasn't shown on camera, I don't believe. And he actually allows Kyle to pick out of this. So everyone is like, what what the hell is going on? Like the media has really been talking about this because it's not been seen before. They usually have like the court reporter or I believe a bailiff or something like that pick those names, but he allowed Kyle Rittenhouse to do it. And listen to his explanation of why he allowed Kyle Rittenhouse to do it.
Okay, that's the first one.
Yes, darling.
Unusual it was to have the defendant pick the numbers out of the tumbler yesterday. And I would admit that I don't know that there's a large number of courts that do that, maybe not any. I do it because of an incident that I had in a case I tried in Racine. Oh, I'm going to say I estimated 20 years ago it could have been less than that, it could have been more. But it was a big case. I think it was a murder case, but I'm not sure. And there was a black defendant, and there were 13 jurors, one of whom was black. And when the clerk, the government official, drew the name out of the tumbler, it was a black, the only black. There was nothing wrong with it. It was all okay. But what do they talk about? Optics nowadays? Is that the word for things? That was a bad optic, I thought. I think people feel better when they have control. So.
Okay, wait a minute. Did this man say the black? Did he say
yes. That? Yes. It was a black defendant, and apparently the bailiff or whoever was picking actually picked the only black juror that was in the pool, in that tumbler. I just, he is the most egregious person. I just don't understand this judge. He's so biased. That was look, my stomach hurt. I can't even go into Judge Schroeder and his biases. It's just so disgusting. And absolutely, Lisa, we do need to check and see if he has dementia, because I think that is completely crazy. Some of the things that he's been saying. And this man has been on the bench for 30 plus years. The last two times that he actually was I wouldn't even call it elected, because he didn't even have anybody to run against him. He didn't even have an opponent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just completely disgusting to me. And so they go through, they find out that they're going to go ahead and give the jury access. Can the judge vacate the sentence even if he is found guilty? Okay, we're going to get to that, Maggie. I'm getting there. Give me time. I'm getting there. Okay, so after they figure out that they're going to give the jury access to the videos, then they decide that they're going to kick everybody out so the jury can actually come into the courtroom, because of the fact that the attorney general said that they cannot take the videos into the jury room. Okay, that would be grounds for an appeal or grounds for a vacation of sentence or even an error, because they allowed them to view this in the jury room. So they said they have to come back into the courtroom and they can view it, and they can view it as many times as they like. Okay, so they get that all hashed out. And then he says he's going to kick the media kick everybody out so the jury can come in and do this in peace. I can understand that. They don't need to be in there for that. So then Kyle Rittenhouse, defense attorney, decides that he's going to file a motion for a mistrial. So this is yet again another motion for a mistrial. He's already filed a motion for a mistrial that the judge is sitting on for Thomas Binger, which is the prosecutor, actually bringing up Kyle Rittenhouse's right to be silent during questioning. So they have that motion for a mistrial, and now they have this new motion, which they did this motion on the grounds of the drone video, the FBI drone video. They're saying that the prosecutor did not give the defense access to that drone video, and the quality drone video. They had an actual copy, but the new copy that they actually showed during the trial was like enhanced so that you can see things better.
Right.
So the defense wants to get a mistrial based on that they didn't give them this until November 13th, until the trial was well underway. So the new video. So the judge actually said that he will consider this motion if there's a guilty verdict. So that goes to my
What you know?
sweetie's question, who just asked that question there.
Yeah.
Can he vacate the sentence? Yes, he can. And he can, I mean, not vacate the sentence, but vacate the conviction if there's one.
Mhm.
Yes, he will be able to vacate that under the grounds of that motion to file a mistrial be granted. And he just basically held on to his own cards there because he has two cards to play right now. He can file a motion for he can declare a mistrial on the motion that Thomas Binger brought up, the right to be silent on Kyle Rittenhouse, and then now this new motion, which is basically that the prosecution withheld evidence, is the way they're framing it, which I don't find that to be true or credible because they actually had copy of this drone video. They just didn't have the updated, the more enhanced quality
Quality.
footage. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't in 4K. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So Judge Schroeder, do me a favor though. Judge Schroeder, if you're out there, can you hear me?
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't shut your ass up, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I need for him to go ahead and have a seat. All right, let's switch gears real quick because we want to get on down the podcast here. So I want to first of all say, or second of all, say rest in peace to young Dolph. We lost a soldier in this hip hop game.
Yes.
In the community. He was from Memphis, Tennessee, and he was at a grocery store buying cookies for the community when he was gunned down. I don't understand it. I don't understand this young man, 36. I think that's how he was, and I'm thinking to myself, going, "Wow!" I mean, he tore up the hip hop world is all tore to shreds behind this. He was one that reached back after he got independent artists, did his own thing by himself, reached back in the community to help the community out, and to be gunned down by his own people in his own city. That's terrible. So it is like to the question of it'd be the ones that run with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
be careful. But rest in peace, man. Young Dolph. That was me. You know what I'm saying?
And he has a wife and two children. So sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Very, very sad. All right. On some good news here. I forgot to mention this at the top of the show. You know, we talked about Double D getting 100 million views. Okay. One thing I did forget though is that you guys, if you don't know it yet, are looking at the newest contributor to the Young Turks. Now,
yay!
Turks is, you know, Hank. What's that boy's name? Jink. You, those guys over there, and I love the Young Turks. I love all of them. But she is the newest contributor to the Young Turks. Now, the last person I saw to become a contributor to the Young Turks was a guy by the name of Benjamin Dixon. And Benjamin used to do just like regular Facebook Live and his commentaries, just like you, and he's on, you know, the Young Turks. So Double D, congratulations on that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're still in negotiations, but it's looking good. I think we're going to go ahead and lock everything down in the next few days, and I'm very, very excited about that. That's going to be 2022. One of the bigger things that I have going on is to be a contributor for the Young Turks, and I'm excited about it. As long as they can agree to let me continue doing other things, then you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me type some of my communique. All right, switching gears. The Ahmaud Arbery trial. We want to get on that.
The trial for the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. Yes. That's one. Okay. So in Ahmaud Arbery's trial today, of course, we know we have on trial. Let's put that photo up, Terry.
Okay.
Greg Michael.
Oh yeah, that one. The video clip.
No, I want the photo.
Okay.
Did I send you a photo?
No,
I didn't. I'm sorry. Okay, so excuse me. Let me backpedal and pussy pop out of the photo. I thought I sent it, but I didn't. I am under the influence right now, so just charge it to my mind and not my heart, honey. Oh, okay. So listen. So in the trial for the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, it was a big big day because Travis McMichael actually took the stand today. And Travis is the one that actually did shoot and kill Ahmaud Arbery. And when I tell you, it was hard. And these pearls really did get clenched because I was sitting there the whole time with these fists. You see how big these hands is? I wanted to go through that screen, so I had to kind of grab my pearls to kind of keep myself calm because you could really tell that he had been coached and he was just sitting on his ass line. I was completely disgusted by this entire display that he did today. You know, okay, so they start this off. And I'm just going to kind of give you guys a brief rundown of what happened today. Okay, so they start this off. He's explaining that he had an encounter. Well, first of all, let me backpedal a little bit. So first of all, the defense attorney is questioning him about his experience in the Coast Guard and all of his training in the Coast Guard. First of all, you being in the Coast Guard or used to be in the Coast Guard or whatever the case may be has no bearing on you being a private citizen and you doing the shit that you did. So you can stop talking about that. I'm sick and tired of them bringing up the fact that he has some type of training, because guess what? That does not give you your whiteness and your training in the Coast Guard does not give you the right to approach a man, come up to a man and think that he's supposed to stop for you just because you told him to stop. That is not your right. And I am so totally disgusted by the line of questioning that this defense attorney used, because he was basically questioning this guy as if he was an expert on what do you do when you approach a suspect or something like that? You know, how do you stop them? Basically, and Grant and Travis actually had the nerve to say out of his mouth that you will actually show your suspect a weapon to get them to comply with you. That is not nowhere near in anybody's training to show somebody their weapon to get them to comply. You don't do no shit like that. That is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? That is not it's not your job. Nope. Okay, so he goes on to talk about some encounter that he claims, and I'm going to say alleged here because this is what he's saying. We have no definitive proof that this actually happened. Right. So what he said is that he met Ahmaud Arbery on February 11th. Apparently, Ahmaud Arbery was seen in that house or in that vicinity again. And he actually saw Ahmaud Arbery, approached Ahmaud after he seen him doing whatever it is that he was doing. And Ahmaud actually reached around in his waistband like he had some sort of weapon or whatever. Did the Coast Guard train him to be racist? I don't think so, but you know what? Let me not even go there. Okay, so he says that Ahmaud, when he approached Ahmaud actually tried to intimidate him by acting like he had a weapon, like reaching around in his waistband or something like that. And then when he said something to Ahmaud, like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Ahmaud supposedly ran back into the vacant house. He went down and called the cops, and one of his friends or something actually showed him video of Ahmaud being in that house that night. That's what he said. And he said that he thought it was very alarming the way Ahmaud was lurking around the house on the video, like he was looking around or whatever.
Still not his place though.
Exactly. And was it alarming to you when you saw the white people on the video looking in the house? Was it alarming to you? You know, I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Yeah. So they move on to that day. And he said, this is what he said now. He said that he saw Ahmaud running. Well, no. His father, Greg, saw Ahmaud running down the street. So his dad comes into the house and tells him that he saw Ahmaud, saw the black guy. That guy is what they kept calling him. That guy running down the street again. So he says he picks up the nearest weapon that he has, which happens to be a shotgun. And he's saying the reason why he picked up the shotgun is because he had that previous encounter with Ahmaud on February 11th, and he didn't know if Ahmaud was going to be armed. So he says they get in the truck or whatever. His father gets in the bed of the truck simply because there was a baby seat on the front seat of the truck or whatever, so he couldn't fit there. So his dad gets on the back of the truck. He said he's not driving very fast because his dad had just had a stroke or whatever and a hip replacement. So he didn't want to hurt his dad, but he saw Ahmaud running, and then he sees the black pickup truck, which is holding Roddy Bryant. But at that time, he didn't know that was holding Roddy Bryant. He said he saw Ahmaud kind of, look like he was trying to get into that truck. He actually thought that those two, that Roddy and Ahmaud, actually knew each other. So he's saying that he's staying around the area watching what is happening so that he could go back and tell the police where they were. And then play that video. This is what he said, what happens when Ahmaud approaches.
I get to the front of the truck, and by the time I get to the front of the truck, he is at the front corner panel on the right-hand side, and he turns and is on me, it's on me. I mean, in a flash. I mean, immediately on me.
On you doing what?
He grabs the shotgun, and I believe I was struck on that first instance that we made contact.
What were you thinking at that moment?
I was thinking of my son. It sounds weird, but that was the first thing that hit me.
What did you do?
I shot.
Why?
He had my gun. He struck me. It was obvious that he was. It was obvious that he was attacking me. That if he would have got the shotgun from me, then it was this is a life or death situation, and I'm going to have to stop him from doing this. So I shot.
Did he stop when you shot?
He did not. No, he did not.
Can you remember everything, every hand, every movement? Can you remember those things?
No, I know that I was. I know that I got hit.
Yeah. So that is what he's saying. He's also saying that he was speaking to Ahmaud in a low tone, that he was not yelling at Ahmaud at all, that he never cursed. He was actually telling Ahmaud to stop. Ahmaud never stopped. He never said anything. He just kept running. He said that Ahmaud was grimacing and he was gritting his teeth and clenching his hands together and stuff. He was very afraid of Ahmaud, but he never called the cops. He claimed that he told his dad to call the cops, and his dad didn't call because he forgot his phone. So they didn't call the cops until after they had approached Ahmaud.
Yes.
So that's what happened in the case today. The prosecution actually started questioning him, and but they will continue that questioning tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys abreast to any changes that happened there. But that is what happened. Go ahead, Terry.
Let me ask you this: who truck is it?
This is what I wanted to tell you with that photo. Why would Ahmaud stop for you when you approaching a black man with a weapon? He claims that Ahmaud couldn't see the weapon, but I don't believe that. With a fucking Confederate flag on the front of your truck, why would he stop for you?
I ain't stopping for you, buddy. Yeah. You can go head on and move.
Two white men, one on the back of the truck with a .357 Magnum, okay, and one in the inside with a shotgun. And you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to stop for you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not stopping for you. I'm going to keep going. What you need to do is stop and call the cops and let them handle their business, right, since you feel like I've done something. Because guess what? If he had called the cops and they had approached Ahmaud, the cops had came and they saw Ahmaud on there roaming around in that construction site, they was going to give him, if the owner of the house wanted them to, they was going to give him a warning or either a ticket for trespassing. That is it. Ahmaud would still be alive if he had sat down somewhere. It's disgusting.
It's this whole thing. I mean, it's like we talked about last week. I mean, these three, I hope they convict them. I hope Kyle Rittenhouse gets convicted, but that stuff is up in the air, especially with Rittenhouse. But it's sad. I mean, why though? I mean, he had no right, no business. He didn't, he ain't the police. I think Ben had a comment a while ago about them. You ain't the police. Like, what's going on? Like, where's this privilege come from? I mean, I guess it's one of those things that's been around for ages, but this privilege is deep, and And when I think about privilege, I think about some stuff that happened on TikTok with a certain TikToker, and he told another TikToker that he's gonna take all his videos down, and he's gonna do this and that. And I'm like, what kind of privilege you working with, man? What level of crack you smoking, bro? I don't know. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. Nope. Next up on the docket is the baby.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
if you guys don't live up on the rock, the baby did a 16-minute video on Instagram the other day, and he was exposing his baby's mama, Donnie Lynn. And I'm gonna play a little bit of the video. I don't think it's copywritten over there, but I'm gonna play a little bit of it. So I'm gonna talk about it on this. I'm gonna play, pause, play, pause. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Let me put my screen up here. Hold on 1 second. It's up here somewhere. There you go. Boom. All right, let me make this big. Come on. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
And try to position yourself in a career through a child turning one of a good example of a black father being tore down. We ain't doing that. We ain't about to let that be misrepresented out here. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. I know it's plenty niggas that look up to me. You get what I'm saying? They tell me all the time.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right there because first of all, you lying. They ain't anybody looking up to you. That's the first thing. Okay. Secondly, I'm watching this video and it's only 26 seconds in. And can you guys listen to all that gum and popping and all that good? That got on my nerves the entire 16 minutes. I need for him, Mr. the Baby. Now we from the same city, and I get it, sir. I think I know you from across the street. But listen, swallow your gum before you go live, bro. That's aggravating. That's aggravating.
somebody saying facts.
I did it. I still handle my business to take care of my kids like how my daddy did with me. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no way we going out like that and letting this get misrepresented. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in that. We gonna hold that down. This is what it is. I got my personal assistant right here, like, you know, and I ain't want to bring nobody down.
Look at that gum, y'all.
Myself up.
Look at that gum. Look at it.
I really just, I'm the type of nigga like
I would slap that gum right on his face.
You know, but my character, you know, as a father, my integrity as a father get played with, you know. As a man, I got to clear the L. First of all, me and Danny Lay is not together. Do I act like we together?
No.
Do I make it openly clear that we're not together? We are not going steady. Have not been. That's not what's going on. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost.
Terry, can you please pause this for a second?
Yes, let me pause that right there.
Sir, who asked you all that? Like, why is you on here? Like, some people need to understand to keep their personal business at home.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, why are you on here talking about this, sir? All right, go ahead and play. Child, I declare, what a disgrace.
So far, so bad, right? It's like so he's if you guys are not listening, I mean, if you're missing ways, he's trying to get Donnie Lynn or whatever her name is out of his house, right? Because she came and she decided she wanted to squat. And so now I can, in one instance of this, I commend him for at least recording it, because like I was telling Double D before we went live, is that the narrative could have been changed, you know, if it wasn't recorded. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he put his hands on me, and they called the people. Now this video is 16 minutes long. We are not gonna go through this whole video, but I just want to just get to the good parts here. So let me restart. Hold on.
When did she get here to where we at?
Like
a week ago. You see what I'm saying? She's here with 2 suitcases. She does not live. She's been supposed to go back. Been trying to get her stuff sent here, trying to move in. No. Been made it clear, been looked dead in the eyes at calm, mature conversations. Like, no, this is not what we doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna do it like this. Hey, I care about my kids for real. My kids ain't no marketing schemes. You don't have a baby with me and your plans don't go as planned and you won't go out.
Okay, again, the clacking of the bracelet on the table is driving me absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But it's a constant clacking. Now, what the baby is doing right now is saving face, or trying to save face, but he's doing a terrible job at it, right? Because all that, mumbling and you know what I'm saying and all that good stuff. This man, and I'm going to fast forward a little bit, he was going to throw out this woman at 3 a.m. in the morning with his 3-month-old baby daughter. Clown.
What a hot boo boo shitty mess.
Like, brother, how you gonna fix your face to say, "Oh, I'm a good dude"? You know what? Let me fast forward this, because he just went. I mean, it got ugly with these folks because they, she came into the frame, and I'm not gonna play her too much because she's a braless actually, and all you see is her nipples. Well, I don't like that. I'm sorry.
I fucking hate it here.
All right, let's fast forward just a little bit here. Yeah, poor baby. I mean, she went through some stuff down in the DR, Dominican Republic. You'll hear him mention that. And he went to go see the baby boy being born. He brought her back and all that. It's a mess.
My sister like, don't leave her. Like she's calling my phone saying she don't feel safe if she stay here, had a kid out here. She don't want to have a kid out here. So me being the good-hearted nigga I am, you get what I'm saying? I said, okay, fuck it. Come on, get on the jet.
Okay, first of all, dude, stop saying you're good-hearted. Okay, stop with the nonsense. That's complete fuckboy mentality. You talking about how good a nigga you is? Like, if you so good, okay, you would have not let this woman on. First of all, because you can't tell me that girl did not think that she was your chick. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that with a straight.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I seen some Instagram video pictures of them all hugged up. What you thought she was gonna think, bro? Like, if you can't control your sperm activity, you need to leave it alone. You need to keep it in your pants and stop doing these women like that. And then get on here. Now he goes on to in this video to completely drag her. And you know how we go back when they say the black woman is the least protected woman and the least protected species.
Is she black? Because I didn't even know she was black, honey. Yeah. Is we sure of her, right? Okay, because I wasn't sure.
She's Dominican. That's so we can get her in here.
Well, you know what I got to say. Okay, I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna say my part. Okay.
Here she is in the background.
Calling the police.
Okay.
It's like for my safety, because this what I'm dealing with. Like, this a real deal, cuckoo cocoa. Okay. Look. This is a real deal. Like, shawty really cuckoo, and she's still here. So nobody was put out.
The woman is crazy.
Nobody was put out. No, this ain't no. We ain't got to make this a sexist thing.
I forced him to be with me. Okay. Okay, Stephanie. Go ahead.
This ain't nothing new. This is just me. This is just me clearing it up, because she's not about to tell us.
Here from Orlando.
I can show you. I can show you begging me to stay here, shawty. This not.
Okay, so that goes on for about 7 or 8 minutes. They're steady arguing, and we're not gonna play no more of that. But
thank God. Look, I got one thing to say about that. She wanted that man. She gonna have to deal with that, because she took that man from his previous woman, from what I heard. I don't know. Yeah. Look, I don't know these people. Right. These little the baby and her and that girl. All the reason why I know about that is because it was trending on TikTok. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know. I don't listen to his music. I don't know who he is. I don't support this type of fuck shit, and I'm glad that I don't. This is ridiculous. This is the type of stuff that you need to handle, offline. But that's the problem with these kids these days. They want to handle everything online, and then they get mad when people be all up in their business. People all up in your business is because you putting everything online. This is trash behavior, and this is what these little young boys do these days. This boy was born in 1999 or something. He's like 26 or something years old.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, I have nothing for look. I have nothing for that. That's trash behavior. He has a baby with this girl. He's disrespecting her, and then it's a little girl. Yeah. And this is the type of thing that you're gonna do in front of your even though she's too young to understand, but still, at the end of the day, this is trash behavior. But this is what this generation has resorted to.
Absolutely.
They handle every damn thing online. They do trash, have trash going on all the time. She's took that man from his other woman. From what I understand, you get what you fucking gave. That's my opinion. I said what I said. Argue with your mama, not me. Your turn.
Talk to your mammy about it. This is what I want to tell my sisters. Okay, that's watching this. That have whoever watching this, they have daughters. Teach them that you teach people how to treat you. Like you said, she knew going in what he was. He the baby, for God's sake. He's one of the hottest hip hop artists. You know that he's gonna have all kind of suitors trying to get with him, right? You knew this. You knew he was a hoe going in, like you said. You knew he was a hoe. I don't understand the logic. And first of all, I'm sure there has been many a moment where he has told her, "I don't want you like that." You know what I'm saying? You were good.
They always these type of women, they always think that, and I can't say these type of women, I'm gonna say women in general.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they get a trash man and they done got him off of somebody else, they think, oh well, he could change for me. No, he's not. Oh well, what he did for another woman, he might not do that to me. No. A leopard don't change his spots, honey. No. This man been garbage. He's gonna be garbage until he's ready to settle down, if and when that ever happens.
Yeah.
So I don't feel sorry for her. And
I can't. I want it to, but I can't, because she, in this video, she kept going and kept going and she kept going, and the cops finally came, you know. But it's just, know your worth, ladies. Just know your worth. You don't have to deal with that. The only reason why she's shouting and doing all the rah-rah is because he got money. Now,
I don't agree with that, because it's a lot of
Now, I'm not saying that regular chicks don't do it, regular dudes don't do it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in this case, because she knows she cute, she can get any man she wants, right? She probably goddamn snack it. But the baby though, Suge Knight, come on now, let's go. Like, come on now, you know. And I'm from the same area that the baby's from, in the QC, and it's like, dude, there's more to it. And you think, and the reason he thinks this is probably a flex, doing her like that, you know. You ain't doing nothing but hurting your own self, looking crazy. Now, there are people who defend him from the way he treated her. And I'm like, okay, you defend that. That's your business. That's your choice, right? But I'm here to tell you, as a man, I agree with you, Double D, 110,000%. That was absolute trash. He had no business doing it. And, you know, as long as he take care of his babies, that's all good.
Yeah.
But stop dragging that woman, though, because you want karma. I'm a firm believer in karma. And I believe that karma is about 315 pounds with 2 teeth. And I don't like that. You know what I mean? And only thing you're doing, I mean, he's already I'm almost canceled because of the homophobic slurs he did at the festival the other month. You know, and people stopped going to his shows. People stopped listening to his music. I mean, this, Mr. DaBaby, I need for you to have several seats. And
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't shut your ass up, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
I don't get it, and I'm just trying to figure it all out. You know.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Exactly. Where are her friends? The Risa has a good question. So, where's her friend? And I think I asked that before we went live. Where was her friends at? You know, where were her friends?
Probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking, girl. You get what you gave. You made songs about the other woman. You wanted this man so bad. You get what you gave, player. I'm not gonna have an inkling of sympathy for her in this situation. I feel sorry for the child. That's who I feel sorry for, because you know, it's the same thing with one of these other celebrities, Fetty Wap. Keep having all these damn babies,
oh my God,
and all over the place, and with all these different women, they fighting over him, and he's a garbage. He's garbage. Yeah. I just don't get it. Honey. For a BBL, I can't do
it. Before we get into the last segment of the night, I'm curious, in the comment section, I think I'm reading some of the comments. Do you agree with the baby? Do you think he's trash? Or do you think he's kind of warranted in this situation? Me personally, I think he's trash. Like Double D thinks he's trash too. But keep it to yourself, the baby, sir. Just I don't know what's going on. All right. But if I ever see you in the street, though.
Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, get you to death, you know.
Moving on to our favorite part of the show, y'all. If y'all don't know what this is,
it's time for another riveting episode of Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes. Yay!
There it is. I couldn't get to it fast enough. Sorry.
Child, we got we literally got a hot boo boo shitty mess story on our hands. And this is Playing Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes, but I mean, this is just completely disgusting. So we have a situation with the DoorDash driver in a lobby of a California apartment. So Lisa Stanley, she manages a California apartment complex. She checked her security cameras because there was a funky smell coming from the hallway. And a tenant had called to complain. And so she went down there and she found feces, shit was all over the lobby. She was like, what is going on? She said, I'm flabbergasted by this whole entire display. So she scurries on up to her office to check her cameras. And when she checks her camera, she sees a DoorDash driver pulling up her dress and shitting in the lobby trash can after making a delivery in the complex. Please put this Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prize picture up here.
Picture? Okay. There we go, the picture.
There she go right there, honey. Shitting in the trash can, and then she didn't even have enough common courtesy to shit right over the hole. She sat on the edge and she smeared it every doggone well. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. The apartment manager said she checked the camera and she literally threw up. She was so sick. There's no scenario in the world where this could happen. Look, I don't agree with that. There have been some bubble gut situations where you might need to let it go where you need to go, but the least she could have did was perched her ass over the hole. Right. Don't just do it on the side. That was just completely disgusting. Yeah. So did I send you a video of that from
Yes, you did.
Okay, so we'll play the news coverage.
Let me go ahead and run this beautiful bean footage real quick.
A foul fecal surprise caught on camera as a DoorDash driver uses the lobby of a Brentwood apartment building as the bathroom.
I checked the tape. Well, I can't ever unsee what I saw in that tape. I was beyond traumatized. I was stunned. I was everything you can ever imagine.
KR, the radio personality Lisa Stanley, who manages the apartment building, couldn't believe her eyes when she saw the surveillance video.
This girl purposely got out of the elevator, saw the trash can there, didn't even try to get on top of it in the hole where she could have dropped the kids at the pool, if you will. Nope, she backs up to it, lifts up her little skirt or whatever she has on and just lets it go.
A hazmat crew called in to clean up the mess left throughout the lobby.
There is no scenario in the world that should have been left there if she was going.
Child, I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So DoorDash said in a statement that the driver had been removed from the service, and the company said it would pay for the cleaning of the lobby and cooperate with any police investigation. So the cleaning of the lobby, they had to call a hazmat team. It cost $325. So DoorDash will be taking care of that shit show.
Because over here, you can't make that shit up.
You cannot.
I guess she did though, but
yeah.
And being said, please don't be black. Now I'm going to according to the picture, she looked pretty black to me, Ben.
She looked black. She looked black, honey. Put that picture up again so Ben can see it. Yeah. Child, she was black, and I'm so disgusted.
Yeah.
She got a little red hair. She's definitely black. I'm upset about it. Oh man.
It's always us too. It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? All she had to do was perch over that trash can. That's all she had to do. Why you had to smear it everywhere and just and cause a scene for nothing? If she gets arrested for this, that's gonna be look. I can't.
Conversation. You really can't unsee it. But can you imagine the trauma that the owner went through when she went? That had to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Being hit the Florida Evans on us.
Damn.
It's always us. It's always us. All right. So that's she. Did we get her name? Did they run a name?
No, they don't know who she is. They didn't release the name. But when they do, I will be letting you all know right here on You Can't Make This Shit Up.
Oh man, that is unbelievable. But listen though, we want to thank everybody for coming through tonight. Everybody came through that watched on Roku, Facebook, YouTube, all of that. We want to thank you from the very bottom of our hearts for you guys coming through. This show will be available for audio consumption on Friday morning. Like I always say, I love saying audio consumption for whatever reason. Maybe I'm hungry. I don't know. But we want to thank y'all though, for real. But make sure that you follow Double D Mother on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna start doing more TikToks on there. Visit the website, our pod page, and subscribe, download. All right.
Make sure you like the video, please. Thumbs up the video.
Yeah. You know what, Roosevelt? You're absolutely right. She did not wash her hands. No, did she wipe her ass? So.
I didn't even think about the fact she had no tissue. Maybe that's what she was doing, scrubbing that ass across the concrete to try to wipe it like a little puppy.
Maybe she used her dress.
I declare, honey, what a disgrace. She should have just took off her drawers and did it with those. Now let me hush.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to thank you guys for coming through. We really appreciate y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you for listening to You Can't Make This Shit Up. Come back and see us next week to hear about more people playing stupid games, winning stupid prizes. See y'all next time.